Welcome to Les2Alpes in the French Alps in the beginning of July. I'm now at 3,600 metres and, well, as you can see, I'm certainly not the only one out here at the moment. This weekend there's about 2,500 people out enjoying the conditions, the summer conditions here on the glacier in Les2Alpes. Many of them are race teams, a lot of them are in the fun park and the half pipe. And well, there's a lot of families here too. Surprisingly, a large amount from Italy. About over 60% of the people here at the moment, I'm told from the tourist office, are actually Italians. Elsewhere in the Alps at the moment, well, there's a few glaciers open for summer skiing. In France, we've got Tignes, which we reported from last month on PlanetSKI. One of our reporters there said conditions are great. There is a glacier in neighbouring Val d'Isère, not very much, and it shuts in the middle of July, so it's really open for just a few weeks in the summer. Elsewhere in the Alps, well, Zermatt is open in Switzerland, the only glacier resort open in Switzerland, but Saas-Fee opens in the middle of July, and it remains open, weather conditions permitting, till the end of next winter. So that's really the sort of start of its season in a strange sort of way. Over in Austria, there's about half a dozen glaciers open there too. Hintertux is probably the best bet, though there are other ones available too to be had if you want to go summer skiing in Austria. So who's out here at the moment? Well, as I mentioned earlier on, there's a wide variety of people, but mainly race clubs and people just out here for a bit of fun, really. I was actually chatting to a few British people earlier on today who are beginners. They had their first ever day skiing yesterday, so it seems a bit strange for beginners to learn to ski in July, but they are, and they had a great time. And the great thing about the glacier area here is it's fairly flat, so you don't have to be an advanced skier to enjoy the terrain here. The glacier area is ideal for beginners, which is great. Elsewhere in the Northern Hemisphere, well, there's been a bit of skiing over in North America. A couple of resorts opened at the beginning of July in Canada for Canada Day on the 1st of July. Mount Washington in Vancouver, it opened. First time it's ever opened that late in the winter because of all the snow it had there. And the Blackcomb Glacier up at Whistler Blackcomb, that was open once again on the 4th of July for Canada Day. The 4th of July, American Independence Day, well, we had about a dozen resorts open, which is quite extraordinary. We've reported on that elsewhere on PlanetSKI. Normally there's maybe 2 or 3 open on the 4th of July, notably Mammoth Mountain, but 12 opening was well, a record, really. Indeed, there's still some resorts open. Mammoth, I mentioned just then, they're open only at weekends, but they say they're going to remain open as long as the snow prevails. Arapahoe Basin as well in Colorado, one of the first resorts to open way back in November, that's open at weekends as well. And in Utah, both Snowbird and Snowbasin remain open, but that's just for weekend skiing only. And of course, if the weather changes quickly, then they may well close, but they're still open at the moment. Further south, down in the Southern Hemisphere, well, that's not too bad either, actually. Australia's had a good winter so far and it's been open for a while. New Zealand got off to a very poor start and conditions there still not brilliant, quite frankly, but at least resorts are open. Many simply on man-made snow. And Mount Hood was the first one to open, and it's been followed by the Remarkables, Coronet Peak, that's open too. So there is finally some skiing in New Zealand. Over in South America, again, not too good really, lack of snow there. Some resorts are open. In Chile, Portillo has opened, though only about a quarter of its terrain at the moment, and conditions, I'm told, they're not brilliant, but at least there are a few runs open. In neighbouring Argentina, again, not so good there either, really. Obviously, it was affected by the volcano in Chile, as we reported earlier on, but it's not so much the volcano as a lack of snow that's the problem in Argentina. Cerro Catedral, the main resort, in fact, the biggest resort in South America, again, that's been affected by a lack of snow. They had some about 3 or 4 weeks ago, but it melted pretty quickly. Same in Las Leñas, another good resort down in Argentina. Not much snow there. Now, as I said, many of you may be wondering what on earth I'm doing skiing this time of year in the Alps, but there are 2,500 other people doing it, so I can't be completely on my own and completely mad to be skiing at this time of year. And if you have skied at this time of year, you'll know that it's well worth it. A number of my friends who do know about the skiing conditions in the summer in the Alps keep saying don't keep telling everyone, because there's only a few glaciers open and everyone will be going there and crowding the place out. Those that haven't skied in the summer, well, they can't quite believe we're doing it, really. I've had a number of emails lately saying I can't believe you're skiing, what on earth are you doing out at this time of year, stuff like that. Well, I am here. It's great fun and I thoroughly recommend it. Not just for the skiing as well, because the skiing's reasonably limited. You need to get up early, but of course early on it's icy, very icy first thing. But you get up here about 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, and the conditions are good. Though earplugs you probably need first thing, because the sound of your seas scratching along the ice is quite deafening at times. But it soon warms up and the snow softens up, and then really you ski through to about 12:30, 1 o'clock in the afternoon when it turns a bit slushy. But there's a good 2 hours of fantastic snow to be had. Then of course there are the other activities you can do. There's a whole host of things to do in the summer in the Alps, and particularly here in Les2Alpes in the French Alps. I've been whitewater rafting, which was quite fantastic, and of course mountain biking, hugely popular here. They have a number of international competitions and events here, and there are really mountain bikers mingling with the skiers at the top of the resort. Skiers obviously off to the glacier, mountain bikers down the hill they go, and there really are thousands out here at the moment. Then of course there's a whole host of other activities to do, from just gentle walking, and you can do archery, there's swimming, there's a whole range of things to do in the summer in the Alps. And well, if you haven't been out in the Alps, or indeed the mountains, the Pyrenees, they're a great range, in the summer, then I really recommend you do, because the things to do and the atmosphere is really quite amazing. James Cove, PlanetSKI in Les2Alpes.